Hi everyone and welcome to Brown Beautiful. As promised, today I'm going to do Fenty Beauty review impressions, I don't know, something similar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play with makeup as I often do when I have new products, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with my Fenty Beauty haul. When I say haul, I actually mean 3 products. I got the Fenty Beauty foundation in 360. This is the Pro Filter, I think, Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation, and I also got the Invisi Matte blotting powder. This is the first blotting powder I've ever bought, so I really don't know how it is in comparison to something else, but the packaging was just like calling my name, so I said okay, I'll just take this. And the last but not the least, because it's my absolute favorite, if I can find it, it is this highlighter. It's called Trophy Wife and it is gold and sparkly and everything I want in life. So I absolutely had to have it. It had my name written all over it. It's called the Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter in Trophy Wife. So these are the 3 things I'm going to, put on my face and see how it goes. I usually do this on my own, like for a few days before I, actually film a tutorial with it. But today I decided to play with it. I have played with it yesterday and the day before. In fact, I filmed a video like this yesterday, but my hair was just washed and so it looked like a lion's mane. And seriously, like, this is the frame, right? My hair was all over this frame. I mean, you would have been so distracted by it. I was distracted by it. So I said, let it calm down. I always actually style my hair the day before I want to go out, or I have an event or something. I don't do it the day of, if that makes sense. That's just the way I am. So let's get straight to it. I have already filled in my eyebrows and given them shape, and I've also put a little bit of concealer just to clean up around the eyes. I was kind of inspired to do this cleaning up under and above the eyebrows with concealer by watching Luigi in Glam. I hope I said her name correctly. She's an Arab makeup artist and I absolutely love her. She only speaks in Arabic and I don't think she puts in subtitles or anything, but I have some grasp of that language, so it's not very hard for me to kind of pick up by watching. So you must check her out if you haven't already. She's just amazing. Anyway, so I'm going to get straight into it. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, because I didn't get the Fenty Beauty primer, but if I had, I would have primed my face, right? Or should I moisturize? Maybe I should just moisturize a little bit. I'm going to use my Pearlessence Argan plus Vitamin E Balancing Facial Oil. I've seen this on Instagram, people doing that, and I've never done it before, so today's the absolute first time. Let's see how it works. Oh, not bad. I thought I was gonna make a mess of myself, but I just need a little bit of moisturizer because I had moisturized my face. I've let that sink into my skin for a bit, and I'm going to use my oldie but goldie Smashbox Primer Water. This is the Photo Finish Primer Water, and I'm just going to spritz this all over my face. I don't often do this because my skin is normal to dry, and unless I know I'm going to sweat under a lot of lights, which hardly ever happens, I don't actually need primer. My moisturizer is my primer. It's so refreshing to talk directly to the camera. I think I'm a little bit irritated with voiceovers. I always record voiceovers at night and I don't feel this way when I'm recording that voiceover, and I just can't seem to bring myself to be all energetic and hee. But so maybe I'm going to record my sound every single time I do a video, maybe for a while, until I get bored of that too. Let me just put on an Insta Glow CC cream. This is in the shade Warm Glow and it's supposed to be for darker skin, but I don't take any notice of that. I would normally color correct. That has become a part of my daily routine. This time I'm not going to do it for this foundation because I want to see how it stays on my skin. So I'm just using a little bit of this bronzy glowy CC cream. Everyone should have this. Like in the summer months, if you put this or the peachy glow one and then you put your foundation on top of it, your foundation just looks so beautiful and dewy and luminous, and it's just amazing. I've fallen back in love with this. Now it's time for the foundation. So I'm taking 2 pumps of this. We can always go back if we need more. I don't want to take any more than I think I would need. And I'm just going to dot this all over because I saw this makeup artist do it when they were introducing this on Sephora. So I'm going to do exactly that. This is quite a damn beauty blender and it's my new beauty blender. So I'm just going to blend this. This is quite pigmented, and even though it does set quite quickly, it's not very drying. I'm really liking this color on me. I had to go back and get one extra pump, so yeah, so that's 3 pumps. But that may be just me because I like full coverage, so I'm just going in with an extra pump of foundation. I'm kind of tempted to go for a darker shade. What do you think? Mommy, if you're watching, I want you to tell me if I should go for a darker shade. My mom always says no. Because when I go dark, I really go dark. And it really terrifies her. They always say that if you do something, like if you write a book, or you write a blog, or you create something like you film a video or a film or something, your mother is going to be the only one who stays till the end and watches it. Nobody else is going to. I just remember that suddenly. I don't know why that tickles me. I know some people are like, oh, nobody watches my videos. I'm like, nobody watches my videos. I don't know why I'm like that. I think this could even work in the under eye area because it is quite pigmented. Of course, it's not as yellow as I'd like it to be. Pretty good. I don't know if you can tell, but this has set. But it is not very matte. It's still glowy. I don't know how to describe it. And I don't even feel like I've put on foundation. Wow. And I literally don't need anything on my neck at all, which is a great plus for me because I hate taking foundation down my neck. It just means you end up contouring and bronzing a lot more so that your neck and your face is like kind of matched. But in this case, oh my god, my skin looks like skin. Like my own skin, but just I feel like a Caribbean princess. I usually play with my foundation so much and I feel cheated almost because I'm like, this is done. My base is done. And I'm like, how is it done so quickly? I want to do some more, but this is it, people. Rihanna has changed the game for foundation. I wish I bought the contour and the highlight and the blushes and everything, but I already have enough and I want to run out of a few before I invest in more. Now that the foundation is done, too quickly in my opinion, but it's done, I am going to go in with concealer, going to contour and highlight and do all the good stuff. I'm not using anything new as such. You might get bored of seeing this again and again, but I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Conceal. That's just to highlight and conceal the inner corners of my eyes. It really brightens it up because it's very light. I use my MAC NW35. This is the Studio Finish Concealer. And I use the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. So I use it as an applicator because that conceals as well as highlights and it just gets the job done really quick. I feel like doing all my base work first, so I'm going to contour now. And again, I'm taking my new favorite, the NYX Cream Highlight and Contour Palette. And I always feel like it's easier to put a drop of oil in it. It just seems to slide better on the skin and it also meshes into the skin really well. And I've also seen this doing the rounds on Instagram, like everyone is doing it on Instagram. So I was like, what's the big deal? I mean, let me do it as well. I just put in some argan oil and then I'm just mixing it all, and already like I have so much contour on my brush. I use the Ofra brush in 02 just to contour my nose and also to just apply the lines, all the stripes. Then I used my new favorite crown brush. This is in the number C517. These are such affordable brushes and they are so easy to use. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Invisi Matte Universal Blotting Powder. So I'm going to use that and I'm going to try and use this with a sponge. I've never used blotting powder before, but I've always used a sponge to set my highlight. So I'm going to do the same. I really don't know what I'm supposed to expect. Someone who does use blotting powder, I think they will be able to do a better comparison. But it has done the job for me. I wish I'd set it as soon as I'd concealed and highlighted. It's pretty good. It's gotten rid of all that shine, so it's pretty nice. Anyway, now I'm going to set my contour before I forget that as well. And I'm using my Pixie contour powder. No, it's called something else. Strobe and Sculpt Highlight and Contour Palette. I saw Deepika Mutiala use this. I was trying to remember her name and she said it was really good for Indian skin tone, so I said yeah. I'm just taking a plain old powder brush and just blending out any areas where I feel like it's gone on a little patchy. That is one problem with this particular one, the contour and highlight. You just need the slightest amount, and I think my mind was just like not in it, and I just put in a little bit more. For my bronzing, I'm using the Sephora bronzer. What is it called? It's called Blushed, Bronzed and Ready to Glow. They're right, this is a blush. It's not really a bronzer. So I'm going to put my tail between my legs and I'm going to go and bronze with the NYX bronzer. This was more of a blush, it did not work out. So I'm using this brush of mine, which is a Sephora brush. It's called the Pro Contour Kabuki brush number 82. And I got this on sale on the Sephora website. When I saw it, I was like, really, do I need one more brush? But I could not resist it, so I just went and got it. If you can't stop dreaming about it, then you have to go get it. And I do dream about makeup. I am going to use a little bit of my banana powder because I just need to accentuate that contour. I'm going to start working on my eyes now. Let's do my eyes. Let's do my eyes. I'm going to take a little bit of my MAC concealer because I can't find my paint pot. This is the NW35 that we used under the eyes, and I'm just going to create that base. You just need to set it because otherwise blending the eyeshadows becomes really difficult. As you saw in my last video, I forgot to set it with the translucent powder and I ended up blending longer than I normally would have. I'm using the color Mirage by Makeup Geek. It's just a matte eyeshadow and it really works as a setting powder as well. This is an eyeshadow palette by Adept Cosmetics and I got it on Amazon, and it's a magnetic palette. All of these eyeshadows are either Makeup Geek or MAC, and here I have some ColourPop. I tend to use a lot of my MAC shades from here. I'm going to take the color Cocoa Bear and I'm going to work on my transition because I want my eyes to be a bit warm. It is so easy to blend these eyeshadows when you have that powder on your base. This is the color Cocoa Bear on my transition. This just helped me blend out the other shades better. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a little bit of Trophy Wife because I can't wait. I'm just going to ruin this video, right? I'm going to take some Trophy Wife and I'm just going to put it on my brow bone. And I'm going to mix that with the Berry Luminizer, which I have fallen in love with all over again. The Berry Luminizer will just soften the really gold shimmery tone of this highlighter because that's a true 24 karat gold highlighter. I know someone said in the comments a few videos ago that I don't put in the names of my brushes. I don't tell you what brushes I'm using, but it's always in the description box. From now on, I'll start telling you the number. This is Y17, the Morphe Gilded Gold Collection or some such thing. I really want to use the ColourPop eyeshadow. This is called Party of 5. And this is a Super Shock eyeshadow. Oh wow. I love the shadow. I've just patted that all over my eyelids and it just gives you a beautiful shimmer. I don't know if the light picks it up. You know what? I'm going to accentuate it a little bit and make it a kind of a spotlight eye. This is the Crown Brush in C528. Let me take the color Motown, and this is by Makeup Geek again. So I've just gone in with the shade Bitten and I'm just going to go over that purple that we put in. So let me take my fluffy brush and just blend out all the edges. I'm taking it all the way to my inner corners right here where my eyebrow begins because that also meets my contour, so it doesn't look like there's a gray area there when nothing is on. And it also kind of opens up your eyelids a little bit. That's just something I learned from another makeup artist here on YouTube called Melissa, and she's really good with this. I'm taking the color Shadowy Lady, which I used in my last video. I'm just going to bring back that purple, but not too much. Bring back with Bitten. I feel like my poor ColourPop eyeshadow is completely disappeared here. So let's just bring that back, shall we? Okay, somehow I've managed to get the eyes to look the same. I wish I put my contact lenses on. I don't think I need eyeliner for this look really, but I feel like using this one. This is the NYX Studio Liquid Liner in the color Extreme Plum Purple. So now I'm going to sort out my lower lash line. I am going to take the shade Cocoa Bear and I'm going to mix that with a little bit of Shadowy Lady. And I'm going to mix the two, and that is what I'm going to put on my lower lash line. For my upper lash line, I'm going to use the Stila Smudge Pot in the color Black. This is a waterproof gel liner, and I recently restocked on it because I had a discount coupon at Ulta, and so I decided to use it for this. And I also stocked up on the Benefit Bad Girl Lash Mascara. I kind of missed it in my life and I wanted to get back. Now I'm going to go in with a nude eyeliner. This is the Sephora Nude Eyeliner, the long-lasting kohl pencil, and it's really creamy and it just stays put. Should I put my mascara on now? I think I will put my mascara on right now. For my mascara, I'm going to use the Benefit Bad Girl Mascara. The wand is pretty long and thick. So if you have thin but long lashes like mine, like my lashes are not very thick, but they are quite long. So this really works wonders for them. I did not curl my lashes because I am going to put false lashes later on. This is the NYX lip liner in Cabaret, and I'm going to line my lips. Also fill them in. That way it lasts longer. I'm going to use the color Beat It by Lime Crime, and I love this brand of lipsticks. I've collected quite a few of these over the spring and summer, so you'll see them a lot more in my tutorials now. I just wanted to do my lipstick in a rush, so I did not do my highlighting, and I'm going to do so now. This is Trophy Wife by Fenty Beauty, my most favorite product after the foundation. This is gold, like 24 karat gold, just the sort of thing that's got my name written all over it, believe me. If you think this is pricey, and $34, yeah, it is, you can get the Color Pop Super Shock Shadow in Telepathy, and it is so similar to this one. This is the Trophy Wife by Rihanna, and this is the Color Pop Super Shock Shadow in Telepathy. This has sparkles and glitter and is softer. It's like a true gold. This has some flecks of black gold in it, so it depends on what you want to do. I mean, this is an eyeshadow and this is a highlighter, but if you use an eyeshadow as a highlighter, I mean, who's going to stop you? So it depends on your budget. So I was really shocked to find that I have both, so I said, you know, I have to do a comparison for you. I'm going to use my Morphe fan brush in Y17. 1, 2. Oh, that's too much. But I don't care. I want it. Did you see that? Did you see that? Please tell me you can see this. Of course you can. And I'm just gonna pop very little on the bridge of my nose, and then just taking a little bit, like a light dusting on my forehead, but not too much. I'm going to tone all this down with the Mary Luminizer, and I'm going to pop some on the inner corners as well. This is literally like you've crushed your gold jewelry, like you've crushed gold, real gold, and then you put it on your face. I'll use the Mist and Fix by Makeup Forever. So I'm going to show you a toned down version how you can use this highlighter. I'm just taking this Mary Luminizer, and this is like a more cool toned highlighter, and it works on almost every skin type. So I'm just going to balance this out a little bit. I'm just going to pop some extra on my Cupid's bow as well as the bridge of my nose. In an attempt to like kind of balance and just play, I'm going to add some more Trophy Wife on the center of my lips. And then some in the center of my eyelid. That's a lot of gold for one person, but I'm feeling it today. Now, just as a final dusting, I'm using that Invisi Matte again, just on my forehead and a little bit around my mouth. So this is the finished look. I don't know if I should add lashes right now because I've been here forever, but you know what? Why not? I'm going to go and put my lashes on and I'll be right back. So here we are, my lashes are done. I use these Fluttery lashes by Amorous, and I get these on Amazon. They are about $2, I think, per lash, and you can use it, you know, 3 or 4 times. I think 4 is also a stretch. I think you can use it 3 times, but I think it's worth the money, and they feel like nothing at all. So this is me playing with makeup. I've never done this before and I hope that you liked it. I decided to share this with you because I thought it would be nicer to give you a first impressions and just to see how it works on my skin. I didn't want to make this just about Fenty Beauty. I wanted to kind of show you what I do generally makeup and how I while away my time in the morning after my son is gone and when I have nothing to cook. So I hope that this video was informative and I hope that you like this look. If you did, then give me a thumbs up, leave in the comments below what you think, and I will see you guys for sure in my next video. And if my mother is the only one watching, then Mummy, I love you. Thank you for your love. So stay tuned for a few slayage frames of this makeup up close, and also in the natural light there will be some footage of that. So enjoy that and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you forever for watching.